Check it out.
It won't be like a traditional unveiling of a sculpture where there it is and it's beautiful and we can, it will simply be a framework until art is done on it.
YouthLink is a drop-in center for homeless youth, and it's really important that they're able to find it. A lot of them don't have cell phones to call when they're on their way.
The idea here is to make a piece of sculpture that's also kind of a sign for the building.
Randy received a grant through Forecast for Public Art via the McKnight Foundation to create a large-scale public artwork at the Youth Opportunity Center at YouthLink. We support young people experiencing homelessness age 16 to 23 here. I'm working with Culture Club Collaborative with youth and the staff to create a public artwork that kind of bridges the permanent and the temporary aspects of sculpture. We're working on a sculpture project that we've been collaborating with Randy Walker for, I bet, almost 2 years. We've been in conversation about this.
We are building now the bottom half of this large modular frame.
And this is actually the first time I've seen this ever in real life. So I'm as shocked as everyone else.
Coming to this place, watching these people's wail. Did I say that really well?
I work with a lot of fibrous materials, rope, string, cable, and I use them in conjunction with frameworks, with more solid structures. Hans has got the sculpture to a point where it's almost ready to be delivered. It's a very simple shape, but to actually make it precise is a lot of work. The frame has been completed. It's in 2 pieces, and the plan, as of right now, is that on next Tuesday, we will try to install this. And then Hans, who's the fabricator, he built it, he's actually going to weld it, field weld it together.
Randy's built this structure with the idea that every quarter or 6 months we would install a new artwork onto it, and Randy's installing the first artwork onto it with a group of young people.
Now you guys are super important because this is the first thing, the first installation. We are like the initiators.
Like, you know how pregnant women, they're pregnant for like 9 or 10 months, and then the baby finally comes out? We're in labor right now. The fiber allows me to kind of keep going and make it denser and denser over time.
And yeah, we just started in that corner, and hopefully soon it will extend beyond that corner.
As you know, this heat wave.
We're trying to do it in kind of a random pattern, but there are choices in color and placement that are actually, that make it not completely just do whatever you want. You don't really know what the thing is until it's there. It's kind of like no matter how much stuff we put on here and how many directions and colors and whether it's chaos, but because it's on this framework, it'll be cohesive visually. It'll work, I think.
When we're working with youth here, often they come in with seemingly not very many assets, seemingly with not very many connections, but when they leave, we want them to feel that sense of connection, and we want to see those healthy branches, those healthy connections.
Oh, chilling with Brandon, and I'm chilling with Jamisa.
And then over the days, things, they build up to a level where, you look at the whole thing and you're like, how could anyone do that?
It collects and it gathers and it grows into more of a network.
The youth that participated have woven their stories into this sculpture.
This piece is all about the potential of this artwork to change over time, to serve the people here.
It's not finished. And you can see spaces where there's no rope, there's no color. I would like to do more on it, but I also realize that if this piece is as successful as I hope it will be into the future, it will actually never be finished. There'll be other artists involved, there'll be youth involved, so the thing will take different shapes that I can't even imagine.
We're really looking forward to the future of this as really a connecting piece for us with our youth.
Thought you was winning, I'm sorry you were mistaken. So let me get back to the bacon. And after that, I guess it's assalamu alaikum.